Hello, my fellow college graduates and soon to be college graduates. Today, I want to talk to you about networking. It's very important that you network while you're in college. Um, One of the best ways to survive while you're in school is to network because trust and believe you cannot make it by yourself. When I first started college, I remember in undergrad, when I was inside of a classroom setting, this is when we were going inside a classroom. They told us to look to your right and look to your left. Then they said, one of you will not be here uh, after a couple of quarters. How discouraging to tell somebody that. Now, unfortunately, there was a little bit of truth to it, but I'd rather stay on more of a positive path with this. So this is why I am impressing upon you to network. So when you are taking your classes, the best thing to do is try to get a few people's phone numbers. The more phone numbers you can get and talk to people about the classes, the better off you are. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there's not one person that walks on this earth that knows everything. So you may know something that someone else doesn't know. Somebody else may know something that you don't know. And everyone has different ways of approaching the subject material. Since the pandemic has happened, it has become more difficult to be able to network. You have to be creative and find different ways to network with your classmates, because to be honest with you, the world has changed. It's not going to go back to normal. It's a new normal now. So, like I said, I used to go into the classroom building, and then when the pandemic happened, it pushed us to do the rest of the classes online. I used to do some classes online when before the pandemic happened. If we didn't have enough people to enroll, then we were encouraged to either go to a different campus or do the class online. So, and when the pandemic happened, you had no choice but to do your classes online. So it was up to you to try to reach out to people. And when I was in grad school, my degree was on Facebook. I have a degree in digital entrepreneurship. And so the bulk of when I was in school, up until the last year, we were doing everything on Facebook. And sometimes I would message some people when I had a class, and that's the way that we would communicate. So maybe you all can set up Zoom meetings if you're having some difficulties in a class. You all can exchange notes, or show each other what you're doing. Just find creative ways, or just like I said, exchange phone numbers. You can also do that app called GroupMe. That's something that we used to use sometimes, especially if we had group projects. We used to do GroupMe, and it worked because you could also upload information as well. So it helped us to stay in contact with one another, and it encouraged you to, you know, to study and to keep in contact with each other. And if you're having any problems with your homework, just talk out your issues. Just talk it out. Those group sessions, that's the best time to talk about what you're not understanding, and just exchange information with each other. Because if you do it that way, it'll take a lot of the pressure off of you, and it will also help you to complete your goal, which is to finish that class. And once you finish that class, that's one less class that you have to take to go towards your goal, which is to get your college education. So this is what I'm going to suggest. I suggest that you do that with every class. You want to network in every class that you're taking. Because if you keep having the mindset, I'm going to do this by myself, trust me, it's not going to work. You know, you can't do everything by yourself. Sometimes, you know, you have to put your pride to the side and you have to ask for help. And what better way to ask for help than to talk to your classmates? And sometimes you can also make an appointment with your instructor too. I'll go into more detail with that later on. So that's my tip for today. You all have a great day and enjoy the holiday. Happy belated Christmas, or Merry belated Christmas and Happy New Year.